Hello water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is a general reading for water signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. Okay? If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Now the card that's come out for you is because some of you may have a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on here. Water signs. Okay? Let's see. If it resonates with you, please like, share, follow. Other message here for water signs. Manifesting miracles. Your dreams is soon to become reality. Trust your heart here, water signs, and continue to follow its guidance here. Whoa. Because for some of you, there's balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it here. Okay? A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And the next message is healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, because some of you right now could be having problems in your relationships, needing some form of balance in your relationship. Okay, for some of you right now, it definitely needs healing. So let's see. This is for water signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Okay. So the first card that's come out is Seven of Swords here. Okay. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. With the Seven of Swords here turning up like this. Right. Because it usually speaks about postponements, quarrels, annoyance, hindrance. Some of you are trying to escape from a situation. Okay. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Virgo. Or they may have this in the chart. Okay. But for some of you right now though, with the Seven of Swords, it does speak about a solid development, spiritual perfection, the completion of a cycle or some inner wisdom or your inner self for some of you. It could also suggest that it's sometimes necessary to use evasive tactics or use intelligence or tact and diplomacy rather than aggression or force to achieve your desired results here. Because for some of you right now, with the Seven of Swords, it could suggest a need to be more open about things that are going on around you at this time, because some of you are keeping a lot of secrets here, and certain things that you can just speak out and just say rather than keeping it to yourself. Okay, because you're avoiding some form of confrontation regarding somebody lying, cheating, or sneaking around. Okay. Some of you right now though, you could even represent a time of solitude and of questioning oneself with focus on adjustment or some ill-conceived plans you may have had. But you're asked to be wary of fanciful promises here and should look carefully at any situation before making adjustment here, water signs. Some of you need to remain concentrated and focused at this time. And you should keep distraction to a minimum here. Okay, because the Seven of Swords often depicts trickster. They may indicate that things may not work out as planned or expected. You're asked to kind of show some form of tenacity and boldness in action to bring about your desired results. Some of you though, you're encouraged to kind of dare to be bold and brave and take a risk at this time. Okay. But some of you could be carrying a heavy load or a burden on your shoulders right now for some of you. Some of you, you've been asked to delegate your task and responsibility to others and not take on other people's responsibilities for them, as this kind of denies them from the opportunity to learn the lesson of their own actions in regards to cause and effect. Because some of you could be being a stumbling block. You think you think you're helping somebody, but you're being more of a hindrance than a help, because some of you need to kind of empower people to do things for themselves, okay? But there's also some kind of dishonesty, okay? Someone's not being straightforward or direct, okay? Just telling you to be cautious here, water signs, okay? Because others may be obligated to behave in a way that's not direct, but which we accept, hoping that the end will justify the means for some of you. For some of you though, if something was lost, it could be returned to you. Yeah. And what you're focusing on is a passionate new beginning. Some of you could be wanting to take some form of action here with the Ace of Wands, okay? Some of you could be just focused on sexual contact here for some of you. Some of you, it's a point of someone who's being enlightened here or spiritually awakened, okay? It could be a new beginning for some of you. Some of you maybe is trying to sneak away to start a new beginning, okay? Some of you could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they may have this in the chart, okay? But the Ace of Wands here, it usually speaks to you regarding qualities that could be coming available to you, or if you take advantage of them, you will achieve great happiness and success because it's a new beginning here, okay? Some of you could be taking a new adventure, okay? Somebody could be awakening spiritually here. Some of you should be kind of conscious of new opportunities, even from unexpected sources. And you are encouraged to remember to keep an open mind in all situations at this time here, water signs, okay? But the Ace of Wands is particularly promising card in the reading, but if you are intending on starting out on a new business venture or project, it shows that the ability and creativity are there. So make it a success here. Because for some of you right now, you could be coming out from a long-term relationship or marriage, okay? With the Four of Wands here. Because the Four of Wands, it usually speaks about harmony, romance, peace, engagement, family celebration, okay? Some of you could be resting or relaxing right now in the home. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? But it's the time to pause for celebration after a hard effort here, okay? Because it talks about your foundation, okay? For some of you right now, it could be like the castle in the background here, okay? With the Four of Wands here. It could be an indication of leaving or lower planes behind you for some of you, okay? About love and pleasure and happiness. It tells of higher energies of the Trinity and of the energies of creative ability in all areas of your life here, water signs, okay? For some of you though, it could be tells of artistic expression or creative impulses being pursued in a kind of methodical or calculating way in a secure, stable environment for some of you. But it's showing that somebody here is lying, cheating, sneaking around. Do you see that? They need balance, need healing. There is definitely somebody's got a secret admirer here, okay? But for some of you, it may be telling of a long-awaited, rewarding holiday or journey or a change in your environment that brings some new experience to broaden your mind for some of you, okay? For some of you, your relationship was going well in the past there or is going well, okay? This problem, if you've got any problems, it'll soon pass, okay? Some of you could be experienced in the past some inner peace or well as harmony with others, okay? Definitely, the Four of Wands indicates a quiet time spent with friends and family in favourable places or places that you go to. And that's a very positive, happy time. But ahead of you, you've got the Nine of Swords, and that's reverse, okay? That's on your head here. Okay, so some of you could be getting over not sleeping at night time with the Ace of Swords at the bottom here, reverse. Somebody's been lying, and some truth is going to come out, okay, regarding somebody lying, cheating, sneaking around. With the Nine of Swords here, reverse like this. For some of you right now, you could be up in your head regarding some form of grief, illness, deceit that's going on. Something you definitely could be dealing with Aquarius, Virgo, or Taurus, or they may have this in the chart, okay? But for some of you though, with the Nine of Swords here, reversed like this, it definitely speaks about doubt, suspicion, some form of imprisonment of the mind. Someone could be enjoying some kind of fear or guilt, shame, hardship. Somebody's sorry here, but they're very confused, okay? It tells of some form of deep depression here, which is intense and persistent for somebody here. It also implies there may be some cause to suspect some form of unfairness or cruelty from or by others outside. Assistance may be required for some of you. Okay? With the Nine of Swords, it can indicate you may be depressed because you're feeling guilty about something. This depression could affect you physically, well-being, water signs. Some of you though, or this particular person, should try to seek help for your condition here, okay? For some of you, it's a message to look to your own behavior. If you expel negative towards others, you will receive the same energy in return here, alright? Some of you though, you need to be aware of your true intentions, as if they're of negative nature, you will not move forward positive from hearing. Yeah, because there you got the injustice here, and that's reversed, okay? For some of you though, it could also indicate some good news is on the way, that is positive changes to some of you take place. Some of you though, you need to be patient and rely on your faith and trust here, because for some of you, you're being told not to attempt to rush things, nor to be too hasty at this time. Try to remain patient and optimistic, because some blessings are on the way. But with the Justice card here turning out reversed like this for some of you right now, there could be definitely some things that was off balance. There was no equal give and take here in this relationship for somebody here, okay? For some of you right now, the scales off balance, okay? Some of you could even be experiencing some form of karma, okay? Or you was with a karmic for some of you. For some of you though, if you happen to go to court, it's actually going to go against you for some of you. You're not going to win this case, and some of you are up in your head suffering depression regarding this, okay? Because when the Injustice card is turning up reversed like this, it's about unfairness, intolerance, injustice, legal complications for some of you, excessive severity for some of you, okay? There's definitely a karma lesson here for you water signs that you need to learn, okay, or have experienced, and you have to fully understand its meaning and lessons. Acceptance is the key here, okay? Some of you need to accept a hearing that is over. Something's over, okay? It might even also be implying that someone around you has taken advantage of you here, water signs. And it may also imply a false accusation and intolerance here for some of you. Some of you though, you're unable to kind of change things at this time, so your only option is to learn from the lesson, okay? Do not allow it to happen again. Some of you need to handle the situation as best as you can, then move on, okay? Even if it means a marriage that's ended, okay? Because somebody could have started a passionate new beginning with somebody else here, okay? But it definitely indicates some form of injustice, a loss in your life here, okay? But some of you need to just move on regardless, and trust that it's better to come here, okay? Because someone's definitely feeling inadequate or insecure, alright? Some of you might even be your own behavior may have been excessive, okay? Yeah. This kind of may result in some form of repercussion here, perhaps in the form of a fine for some of you, okay? It's about fines and penalties here. Might even be some legal complications or setbacks are imminent here for somebody here. Somebody though, they need to avoid acting at this point as if at all possible, because injustice and loss are hovering. So avoid confrontation at this time here, water signs, okay? Right, let's save. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here for water signs, Sun, Moon, Venus rising. Yeah, the Lovers, somebody been lying, cheating. Could have been in a marriage that someone was lying, cheating, sneaking around here. Someone needs to choose between two. What the focus is on Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. Somebody could have had a passionate new beginning with a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, or somebody who's stable or financially stable here, and some of you are focused on this because in the past there, somebody here was angry, very rushing out your life here, okay, after some form of argument here in the home, and it was in from injustice. Somebody could have been blocked because there's no action taken here regarding somebody here who's suffering with anxiety and stress, okay. Someone's definitely being blocked because they're feeling guilty about something they've done, about starting a passionate new beginning. Yes, and now somebody's going to end up single and financially stable. Because at the bottom of the deck you got the Death card. Somebody's definitely walking away from people and things that no longer serve them. Some of you are going through a spiritual transformation. Some of you is here, you're coming out your shadow side here and putting down this burden because you were stuck in your head regarding this, but especially if you're dealing with a player. And your intuition was kicking in, letting you know, say, use your intuition regarding the separation here, because someone's definitely going to be going through some form of karma, because somebody was dealing with a narcissist. If this resonates with you, water signs, please like, share, follow. Because for some of you right now, with the Lovers card, could have been a twin flame that was lying and cheating and sneaking behind your back here, water signs, okay? And for some of you, what you was focusing on was love, okay? Could have been a lot of passion with this Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay? That you love for some of you. Could be somebody you're married to, okay? But it's just so oneness and attraction here for some of you, okay? If it's somebody you're not with, then you actually got a secret admirer. Now behind you here, you kind of, somebody who's been arguing in a home, okay? Some of you, it could be learning from some past mistakes here that you've made, alright? And for some of you right now, what's on your mind is that you're nostalgic here, okay? Some of you are missing someone right now who could have blocked you, okay? Because of your infidelity. Because for somebody right now, these will come out together. Somebody who's heartbroken, deeply hurt here. Could be somebody who's single, financially stable, who's gone through some form of injustice. Someone's feeling lost, grieving or mourning here. This could be somebody who's in a union with or married to, that you could be getting a divorce from for some of you. Yeah, he was in a karmic relationship. Somebody who was triggering you. Somebody who's still carrying some form of resentment. Someone's letting go and loving themselves. That's for somebody. If this resonates with you, water signs, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.